Okay, so let's start the procurement to pay process. So this we already discussed in the topic level. Initially, we discussed this topic to understanding the process of what this one. So hope you remember these steps, right? What we did in the procurement to pay cycle.
Okay.
Did you remember that what we did in the procurement cycle? So where exactly
Yeah,
the procurement?
yeah,
Yeah, where exactly it will be start? So identification of the requirement. So identification of the requirement is nothing but like what exactly we required, what we are looking exactly, right? So
yeah,
identification of requirements, it will be start with purchase requisition. Okay. So in the real time SAP, so we have transaction codes to operate the process. So any process which we have the transaction code that we yesterday we discussed, right? So to create the purchase requisition, it is a ME51N. Okay, if it is a older version, we have like transaction code ME51. Okay, but mostly now everyone they are using the latest version, which is like from ECC 5.0 and 6.0 onwards. It is like ME51N. But the older version like there was a 4.7 version. Okay, still some customers client they are using this one. So in this case, you must be used like a ME51. So you cannot see like ME51N touch. So this will be implemented like ECC 5.0 and 6.0 like with the versions which is uh, okay. So from there it is implemented. Okay. Now so then the identification of the requirement once the purchase equation which is created. So let's assume that I have the material number. Okay. So the material number and I have the quantity, how much it is required, and how much so when it is required like delivery day. Okay. Then uh, then plant. Okay. So if you have the location also, store location you can enter. Okay. So these information you can enter, and moreover, other than this one, we also get like purchasing organization and purchasing group. So purchasing group and purchasing organization is like the group of people who are responsible for this purchasing of these products. Okay. So we will be have the organized structure. In the organized structure, we have the buyers group. That means he will be the point of contact for the whenever you planning to buy the product or whenever you purchase the product. Okay, and dealing with the vendors and suppliers like price negotiations, everything that will be the purchase organization, purchasing group people are the responsible for that. Okay, so basically this information which is required uh, in the while creating the purchase requisition. So how to create a how to log in the SAP system? So as we said earlier, this is a logon pad, SAP logon pad. Okay, so for to connect this one, we have the VPN connectivity that we yesterday discussed, right? So how we will be connecting that? Okay, and sometimes what will happen, there might be have the web links also. Okay, the link can be directly operating. Okay, so it depends on that. Okay, mostly they will be have the SAP logon page. If they are giving that some links to connect that, okay, to connect the VPN Citrix connectivity and all. Okay, so Citrix is the one of the VPN. Okay, so there you can connect to Citrix and you can operate their system. Okay, so you can note down the where there is a key point, because in interview point of view, sometimes they will ask about these type of the questions also. What kind of a VPN you are using and how you are connecting. Okay, so like clear. Okay. So now I'm just opening the system. So hope you have that server details. Uh, do you have that server details or not? How you are trying to practice the system? Ram and Sunil. I think
yeah.
Sunil. Yeah. Do you have that server? SAP server?
No, I don't have the server detail.
Okay. Okay. Then Ram, you don't have server details?
No, sir.
Okay. 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 Let me get that. Okay. I'll just ask to create server details. Okay. So user ID. So maybe they will charge like for 3 months it is 1,000 rupees it will be charged. If it is just a S4 HANA server, then they will be charged 2,000 rupees for 3 months. Okay, if it is ECC server, it is 1,000 rupees for 3 months. Okay, S4 HANA it will be 2,000 for 3 months. Okay,
But I have a VMware, sir, offline.
offline server. Okay, you can do practice in the offline server also. The problem is where while might be it will be take long time. Okay, so here I can directly go and click on here and operating that, but in the offline server what you need to do, you have to be connect server and then restart the server, starting the server, then after that it will be connected, right? So it will be take
Yeah,
at least 5 to 10 minutes to operate. Even though since we are using in the our system laptop for those, so it will be very slow. Okay, comparing to the online servers, offline servers are very slow. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
taken with you. Okay, so if you can okay to get the online server, you can get it. Okay, so better we can use all together. We can use the one server. Okay,
Yeah.
so that because if you getting the problem, then I can sort out something, right? Error. If you're getting some error, because there are so many other modules also it is there. So when there is the other modules connectivity, okay, sometimes you might be not aware about that. What exactly the error which you are getting sometimes, right? So 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 that is better if we can use the same server for the practicing. If you getting some problem, maybe I can sort out trying to. Okay. Okay. Clear?
Mm. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ravi,
Yes, sir.
small doubt. Like if
Yes.
we are practicing S4 on our server, the same error similar to ECC
Yeah, it's same. There is no
will
difference.
come, or a different type of error will come? Addition S4 on.
No, come again. So different. What is it? Different.
No, like if we are practicing in S4 on a server,
Mm-hmm.
so similar issues will arise
Huh,
both in ECC as
mostly,
well as S4.
mostly it will be the same. Okay.
Mm.
So, somewhere there will be have the some advanced transaction codes are there. So the one or two transaction codes are the advanced one. So other than that, it will be the same. The process wise,
Oh,
everything will be same.
okay.
Okay then. Okay then, I'll just creating the purchase
Sir,
request. Yeah.
sir, can you, sir, sir, how to use a VPN server? Can you show, sir?
VPN server. If you have the client, then only I can show you. Okay. Cannot show you here. I'll take some snapshots and I can share you. Okay. Sometime later. Okay, but I cannot show you like that. Clients, it's a client system, right? I cannot show you, but I will just to take a snapshot and I will show you how to do that. Okay, clear?
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay then. Let me go with ME51N. Okay, go to ME51 transaction code. So since I have already created some materials and organized structures and all, I'm just using that. Okay, but later when we are trying to create a plant and purchase organization purchasing group, we might be start to do that. So if you have the standard system, that means if you have any other practice system out there, you might be can use that plant 1100,000. Okay, and you can use material numbers like 100 iPhone 100 and 100 iPhone 110. Okay, and the purchasing organization is 1,000. Okay, and purchasing group, you can use purchasing whatever existing it is there, you can use. Okay, so you can use your company code 1,000. So for practicing purpose, okay, this is the SAP which is provided. The practicing purpose, some of the default values they already created, but okay, uh, if you are using some other system, you can use these values and you can try it. Okay, since so many people they are practicing on the uh, same values like same company code, same plan, they might be they are doing corrupting that existing configuration, and they are making their own style of the changes in the standard format. So if you're getting any problem, we can sort out. Okay, but yeah, first we'll understand that process how to do. Okay, later part we can understand about that, how to create a purchase organization group and plant materials and all. We can discuss. Okay, so just let's concentrate on the how to create a purchase requisition, purchase orders and all. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's go to ME51N. Okay, I'm just going to ME51N and I'll show you the screens also. ME51N and ME51. What is the difference here? Okay. If you go to ME51, okay, it is like a single transaction. Okay. So you must be entered at one by one, you have to be entered. That means the header information separately, item information separately, item overview information separately, you have to be entered. But if you go to ME51N, okay, all together we can see in a single screen, like the header information it is there, the item information it is there, item details also it will be there. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
That was the difference. So generally, what is the meaning of that? And N is nothing but like an enjoy transaction. Enjoy transaction means we can do all together at one screen.
Okay.
Okay, enjoy transaction. Enjoy. Okay, enjoy transaction. We can do the all the operating like. Okay. Now let's go to that document type. So here, as I said that yesterday, the client they requested that okay, different kind of the requirements, like they have the consumables requirement, they have the spare parts requirement, and they have the domestic requirements, they have the import requirement, and they have the services requirement, they have the subcons requirement. Okay, so different it is there. If the client looking into that, they want to be differentiate the standard document type to our normal purchase document to domestic and services, they want to be differentiate, they can create their own style of the document type. Okay, but standard document type is NB. Okay, you can use for the document type NB. Okay, standard document, this is the standard document type. But other than that, if you want to be create different document type, you can use. So what it is actually, why we need to use this document type NB, okay, or for other documents, what is the impact of this purchase equation? The first thing is, based on the document type only, the number range will be pictured. Okay, so that means, okay, if I'm creating the domestic purchase equation, so my domestic purchase equation have the number starts with 5 series. Okay, and if the document type, if it is a import purchase requisition, so it will be started with 7 series. Okay, so consumable starts with the 1 series. So the number series we can easily differentiate for the each and every process when there is a different document type. Okay, so why it is required? Because tomorrow, uh, instead of I'm searching based on the document type, by looking into the document number, I can say that okay, these are the, it started with 1 series. Okay, okay, this is the consumables purchase equation. Okay, so easily we can understand that. Okay, since the client will be majorly looking into the number series, right? So the number will be generated based on that. Okay, so other than that, some document types, so some of the information which is important and some of the information which is not mandatory. Okay, so those are also will be controlled based on the document type. Okay, so let's go to first to create a document type purchase requisition. So as I said that earlier, we need material number, quantity, delivery date, plan, store location, purchase organization, purchasing group, right? So let's I prepared something which is I created. Okay, let's say I'm just created something books. Okay, and I have something like a plant which is gone, which I created. Okay, I have the quantity which is like I'm just entering the quantity for 2000, and if I have the store location, okay, and purchasing group. Okay, so like you can enter all the information where it is required. Okay, so here, if you not remember that what exactly the material number, if suppose I'm not remember that what material exactly, then you can click on F4 here. Okay, by click on F4, you can get that list of all the materials what it is created. Okay, again, there are so many people they are practicing, they are creating lakhs of materials. So how you can differentiate that? Again, you have the such functionalities where you can enter your plant and you can search that what in my plant, what are the materials which I created. So these are the materials which I created for my plant. Okay, clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now this material and the materials, once I enter the material number, the material description will come automatically because I have already created a material master record. So if you remember that we discussed about the master data, right? We have some master data like one-time records which we have created. Did you remember that metal master record, vendor master record, info record, source list? Okay, that we discussed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so based on from there, okay, the whatever the information which is maintained, the information will be automatically captured from metal master record to here. Okay, and again the metal group and the delivery dates and everything, it will be calculated. And the plans also you can search from the F4 functionality, and store location also you can search from F4 functionality. Okay, and purchasing group also you can search from the uh, F4 functionality. Okay, other than this one, requisitioner. So you might be getting the requirement from the different requisitioners, like from the finance department or some other departments. Like, okay, so you can might be right here that okay, something which is like Raju. Okay, he requested this one. Okay, Raju from admin department, he requested. Like you can do. Okay, so you can put like who requested those everything, and if you have the tracking number also, if they have the request tracking number from the domain level, they you can enter the tracking number. Okay, so you can see now the information once you enter the item level. So n number of items you can enter. Okay, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40 we can enter. Okay, now you can see in the item details. Okay, item details you can see that each material, okay, each item level. If you can see that 10, 20, 30, 40. If I have the some other material number also in the down, then it will show you 10, 20, 30, 40 like that. Okay, just need to be select here. Clear? Okay, I'll just create one more also, then so that you can get idea about that.
Yes. Ravi, is it possible that we can create material and service in the same PR?
Yeah, you can create PR. There is no problem. Okay,
Okay.
while converting the PO, must be a differentiate. Okay.
Okay. Giving the line item number.
Yeah, line item number you can give. There is no issue
Okay.
here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I'm just created now the second line item. Okay, you can see now the first item and second item. The first item and second item. Okay. So like a number of items you can create. Maximum you can create 99, 999, 990 items you can create maximum. Okay, on the screen. Now, now you can see that in the material data tab, you can see that material number and material group information, sort item, and any valuation type it is there that is you can enter. So those information you can enter here. So other than this one, you can check that the quantity also, how much quantity you ordered. Okay, how much quantity is ordered and what is the open quantity. If the purchase requisition which is converted to PO, then the open quantity will be 0 like. Okay, it will be converted like. And when you are planning to delivery date and when you are planning to release this, okay, that will come. If there is any remaining shelf life and planned delivery time, GI processing time, that they will be maintaining in the metal master record. So what is the planned delivery time and GI processing time? Planned delivery time is nothing but like to processing this purchase requisition from purchase requisition, purchase orders, RFQs, quotation, okay, entire processing, how long it will be take generally. So based on that, the system will be planned. And the GR processing time is nothing but like once we receive the stock, how long it will be take to process the GR. Okay. So these you can enter. Based on these two only, the system will be calculating the delivery date. If I just put like 10 days, okay, then it's very difficult to get the stock on 23rd. So that's why system automatically changing the delivery date to June 6th, June 2nd. Okay, because 10 days it is. If it is processing date also, it will be like 1 day, then it will be change that again. Processing time will be different. Okay, clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and again, for the first item, since we don't have any planned delivery time and all, so the system which is not capturing here. Okay, the date which is coming straightforwardly. Okay, it is available tomorrow. The delivery. because there is no planned delivery time. So it will be assuming that this is the within immediately it will be receiving. Okay. Then there will be a prices also. Okay, this price will come from the middle month record because at the time of purchase requisition, I don't know who is the supplier. Okay, so when we don't know the supplier, so what will be happen? Okay, the price just I want to be know about that. Generally, how much it will be like. Okay, the price cost, how much it is there. Okay, generally the total value. So that the price, normal price in the middle must record. Based on that, the system will give that exactly the figure, how much it will be like total value. Okay, so total value it is here it is 10,000 because 100 pieces and above it is 10 pieces like it is 1,000 rupees. Okay, but this is not correct, this is not actual order value. Okay, the actual order value when it will come when the supplier is entered, the supplier from supplier point of view there might be price will be different. This is the my internal price as per the my average price which is there in the stock level. Okay, clear. Okay, and
Evaluation price. Okay.
moving average price which is that means which we have the stock right already, which we already received some stock or something which we received, right? So we might be have the idea about that. Okay, what is the price generally, right? So that price we are entering. So general price it is of the stock. Okay,
Okay.
and here if you see that goods receipt and invoice receipt and GR non-validated check boxes. So goods receipt check box is nothing but like the goods receipt is available for this PR. That means you are expecting to do the GR or not for these materials. Okay. Yes, I want to do the GR, right? Because these are the stock items. So I want to do the GR material, goods receipt and invoice. Whether you're planning to do the invoice or not. So then, if you're planning to do the invoice, then you have to be select the invoice receipt. And GR non-validated. GR non-validated is nothing but like even if I receive the stock, but the stock value is zero. Okay. So in those cases, maybe if it is not validated, the value of the GR is zero, then you can put like GR non-validated. Okay.
Okay.
And if you have the already fixed vendors and the contracts, anything which is there, you can go ahead here and you can find it. Okay. You can, if I click on here, the assign of source of supply and the purchasing organization will be the purchase organization. Okay. Based on that, system will be finding that if we have already contracts or agreements or anything fixed vendors, that details will come. Okay. So again, the fixed vendors, how it will come, which I discussed last time, right? In the source list, we are maintaining, we are blocking the vendors, we are fixing the vendors, right? So based on if I fix the vendor, then the system will check that info record and the source list information, and it will be captured here. Okay, clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And info record is like
Yeah. Info record is the material and the vendor combination, the
yeah.
information.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we have this one material, but multiple suppliers are there. So I'm just having the different info record number for each and every supplier with different prices and different terms and conditions, payment terms, everything will be there. Okay,
Okay, yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
because if you have the if you remember that we already fixed vendors and for record all these things. If you want to find that, then if you click on here assign source of supply, then it will be displayed that if anything which is there, then it will be displayed. So now for this there is no possibility of source of supply. Let's go to second one. Okay, let's find the first second one. I'm just entering that again the purchase organization. It is purchase organization is very important. I'm just clicking on the assign source supply. No, there is no source of supply. So that means we don't have proper source list and info record. That's why it is not displaying here. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And coming to the status. Okay. Coming to the status, if it is still not created and still not processed anything, so status will be showing as a not edited and not processed still. Okay. So then contact persons again, who creating and then how they created. So some purchase requisition will be created automatically in the background based on material requirement plannings and customer requirements. Okay, third party. So there's different ways, right? So in that process, the system will be giving the different options here. It will be automatically updated the creation indicator. We will not be entering anything. Okay, and requisitioners you can put like Rohit or something which who requested that requisitioner and the purchasing group, and MRP controller which is not required here. Tracking number. Okay, so
So, 1 minute.
yeah.
So in this requisition, we are entering name, right? It is not mandatory that this user is already should be available in the system. Any generic name we can give, or we need to give the user
No,
who is
you can
already available in the
you can
system.
give. This is for your reference. Okay,
Okay.
this is for your reference because while receiving the goods receipt, you need to be intimate that okay, boss, you requested this stock. Okay, this stock is ready. Can you come and collect our stock? Right? You need to inform right to whom you are informing that. If you are not aware about that, who requested, how you
Hmm.
know that? Okay, there might be some person who requested, right? Maybe create he might who requested they might be don't have the access to the SAP or they might be don't have the access to the this purchase requisition creation. So purchase
Okay.
requisition creation will be created some other person who from the procurement team, right? So sometimes they will be have the access, sometimes they don't have the access. Okay, so that's why I'm just entering that who is the requisitioner.
Okay.
Okay,
I
clear?
got it. Yeah. Clear.
Okay. Then item level, if you want to be write something note like okay, this product is a very sensitive product and please carry with proper containers and something you want to be write some notes and all you can write. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So that how it will be helpful here if I write the note, how it will be helpful to the vendor. It will be printed in the PO output. Okay,
Yeah.
from here to purchase orders it will be copied and purchase orders to the output it will be generated output it will be copied, so so that that output to what will be happen we just taking the print and sending to the vendor, right? So he can see that note, okay, what the terms and conditions are instructions and shipping instructions that they mentioned here that they can mention, okay, that they can see the output. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
And coming to this delivery address, which is like plant address and location address. Okay, where we need to get the stock. Okay, clear? And you can see that here was green color. Okay, yellow color and green color. Okay, if there is any yellow color, okay, then you just see that message and you can skip that. It won't be stopped the process, just giving the warning message. Okay, there is no source of supply. Okay, if it is red color, then you must be correct that what it is actually wrong. You must be correct that, then only you can proceed. Okay, if it is coming red color error message, then it is not possible to create the document. Okay, clear? So
Yeah.
error message, warning
Yes.
message. If it is green color, then there is no issue. Okay, so you can see the
Sir,
address.
what is the purpose of test tab, sir?
Sorry,
Test tab.
text tab. So note it is like how if you want to be mention something notice or something like instructions you want to be provide. Okay, remarks if you want to be provide. Okay, if you suppose let's say you order something the product small in the Swiggy you order something.
Sir,
Okay,
this is mandatory fields or optional, sir?
it's optional only. Okay, so wherever
Okay.
only some of the fields which is mandatory. Okay, so these are the optional. Okay, text
Uh,
it is optional. Yeah,
Ravi, small doubt in this.
yeah.
We have requirement. Like in this text field, for particular supplier, we need, they are a China-based supplier. So we need to maintain for particular supplier Chinese text under the purchase order and print
Okay, okay,
review.
okay.
So how it will be maintained?
In the output you are talking about, or here you are talking about.
No, like they are maintaining here only as
Hmm.
of now,
Okay,
but thus Chinese text will be
okay.
scrambled. It will.
Okay, okay. I will talk when we are talking about printout. Okay,
Ah,
so that you will get idea. Okay, now
okay.
clear? Okay,
Yeah.
okay then. So now create purchase requisition. So the purchase requisition number which is generated. Okay, the PR number which is generated. Okay, now my company have the role like, okay, there must be approval. There must be approval when there is a value which high. If it is 1,000 rupees, then the person, okay, who created some, the maybe lead level, they have to be approved. If it is about 10,000, then manager have to be approved. If it is 20,000, 30,000 like, then higher managers have to approve. The okay, general managers they have to be approved, and delivery units, DU managers they have to be approved like that. So in that case, there will be a release strategy. Okay, release strategy is nothing but like it is approval strategy. Okay, so in this case, the once you create a purchase requisition, so it is asking that to get the approvals from the your seniors, because your purchase requisition created. So in your company there is a system like, there is a design like approval design configured. So you must be take approval from the each and every level, lead level, lead level, and manager level. Okay, once they are approved, then only this purchase requisition will be carried out. So it is optional again, release strategy. If you configure the release strategy in your company, then they must be released the purchase requisition or purchase order. If they are not configure this release strategy, then you can directly process the PR without any approvals. Now how we can see that? Then you can see like, there is a release strategy tab. Okay, it might be it is there in the header level or item level. Okay, for the PR and PO it will be in the header level. So when there is a purchase request, when you are finding that release strategy tab in the header level, then you must be release the purchase requisition. So to release the purchase requisition, the transaction code is, go to ME54N.
Yeah.
Okay, so go to ME54N. Okay, so there will be a two transaction codes are there, ME54N and ME55. There is a two transaction codes are there. So let's see. Now the transaction code is ME51N is for the creation. Okay, ME52N is for the change PR, and ME53N is the display PR.
So
Okay,
S4 and also same transaction
same
only.
transaction
So,
code.
okay.
For HANA also same transaction code. There is no change. Okay. Okay. When there is a difference, I will tell you. Okay.
Ah,
So
okay. Okay.
yeah. So then, to release the purchase requisition, what we discussed now, ME54N is the release. Okay, release purchase requisition, and we can do ME55 also. It is also release only. Release purchase request. So what is the difference between ME54N and ME55? And in ME54N, okay, let's say I'm just entering my PR number. What is the PR number which I created? So here also you can find that such functionality, and you can search that, okay, what are the purchase requisition which I created for my material number, and the dates and all you can enter here. Okay, so I'm just entering that purchase requisition, document type, NB and all. Okay, so this is the purchase requisition which I created. Okay, now I'm just going to this PR number. So this purchase requisition number I can't just copying. So I just informed right earlier. So the different document types have the different number series. So here they configure like one series. Okay. So that is again configuration that we will discuss when we are discussing about the configuration. Okay. Now I'm just going to here. Now in the ME54N, you can release at a time for all the levels. Okay, there is a possibility of you can release all the levels at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the one screen which is ME54N. Okay. Now if I'm going to ME55, okay, okay, then you must be entered that which level you want to be approved. That means individual level approval has to do. So if I can see that the release code, okay, the first N1 lead level, they are approving. Okay, then I will go to N1. Then I will be a release group. Who is the release group? So, okay, this is the release group. Okay, then you can enter the purchase requisition number. What is the purchase requisition number? Okay. Then you can generate. So each and every level you have to be released. Each and every level, one by one, you have to be released here. Okay. So in ME54N, it will be you can release ME54N. You can release at a time for all the release. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you mean by here? One by one. Why I'm selecting one by one? Because first lead will be approved, then it will be go to senior lead approval, then senior lead approved, then it will be go to manager level approval. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Then only you
Yeah.
can see that it will be so that a release is affected.
Okay.
Okay. So the purchase requisition which is created, you can save this template, and you can, if you want to be use the same uh, data for the next time, you can use this templates. Okay. So this is also the option which is provided at ECC 6.0. Earlier we don't have this option. It is upgraded, like in the new latest version. They are given that you can also save the template so that you can copy next time when you are using. I'm just creating the template, my new template if I'm creating.
Oh,
I can
okay.
I can use next time the template directly instead of I'm entering that manually one by one. Okay.
Okay. It means like we can just copy this
Yeah,
material, everything.
yeah, correct. Copy.
How you went to this option? Save as template? Could you please show once again?
Yeah, you can go to here. You can change the test to whatever it may be. You can test here.
No, no. To come this screen, save as template, which icon you selected? I'm not
In the above
seeing.
it is there. Yeah, save as template.
One minute. Save as template. Okay, okay.
Okay. So when you
Yeah.
creating the peer, from ME51, you also have the load from template and save as template.
Okay, okay. Load
If
for
you
template.
selected load from template, then it will be copied. If I just enter this one, somebody they
Uh-huh.
created or what template it is there, it will be copied here. Okay.
Okay,
The template copied. So then it will be automatically captured that all the products, whatever it is there in that list.
okay, okay.
Clear?
Yeah, clear now.
Okay. So this is the one feature which we get, and other than that, one more feature which we getting in the 6.0, that is like hold and park. Okay. So there is a hold option is there. I just go to again creation of purchase requisition. Okay. Okay, just copy that. So there is a hold and park. Okay. Okay. If you want to be hold that purchase requisition, you can hold that. You can, if you want to be park purchase requisition, you can park it.
Okay. Park is like we are not creating that, just we are
Yeah,
keeping it.
park is nothing but like a, okay, before processing that, someone have to be validate. Okay, so
Okay,
that means my manager he's saying that don't create purchase requisition, just put it on park. I'll just come and I'll just check that and I'll pass it that. Okay.
okay,
And
okay,
hold is nothing but like if I'm getting the some error, okay, if I
uh,
created 500 items in the same purchase request number, I created 500 items. Now I'm getting suddenly one issue at a 50, 500 item. I'm getting one problem. Okay, the system is not giving the option to create the PR because there is a error message. System is not accepting to create a PR number. Now, if I'm going to back and checking that PR. Okay, then
mm,
again I have to enter the 500 item. That will be take long time, right? Because
yeah,
I just entered all the items, right? In that case, I can put the whole and I correct that what error it is there. I can just correct that and I will be come back and I will be processed that. Okay, so
okay,
when there is error message also, you can hold the document. Clear?
yeah,
Okay, if you want to be give the example, I'll just give you example like. Okay, I'm getting this one error message. If you see that purchase requisition purchase group which is wrong. Okay,
yeah,
when this error which is coming, You don't have option to the park. You have only option to the hold.
Okay.
Okay, so that means when there is error message, okay, I just need to be correct that. I don't know what I exactly I need to be correct that. So I'm just putting on hold. Okay, then I'm just next time what I can do. The PR number will be hold. You can see it is a hold status. Okay, then the next time you can correct that. Okay,
Yeah.
clear.
Got it.
So any questions here?
Oh, no, in this.
Okay. So you can see that
Uh,
it is in the status of held.
held. Okay.
Okay.
You click hold it's held. Okay.
Yeah, so it is not processed still. Okay.
So after validate the data,
So after, sorry, hello. After validating, yeah, after validating that data, you might be correcting this one. Okay, this is not X1. Okay, I just mistakenly entered this one and just enter that. Then you can park and save whatever you want. You can do it. Clear? Is that clear? Is it my voice?
Yeah, clear. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, clear. Then.
Okay. Okay then.
And
So
could you please, yeah,
yeah, please.
could you please explain the workflow also for the same PR?
Workflow.
Yeah.
Okay, so workflow, if you have the workflow consultant, okay, so what they will
Uh,
do, they will be mapping that in the configuration level, the release strategy level, configuration level, the each and every user. Okay, if you have the release strategy, then only it will come the workflow.
uh,
Okay, so if suppose I have this release strategy, okay, so what they will do, okay,
mm,
who is the lead, okay, who is the lead, the person who is the lead. So it might be they are mapping the user ID. Okay, because
mm,
everyone have the user IDs, right? They will be
mm,
mapping the user ID. Okay, so what will be happen when the workflow which is activated at a workflow consultant, developer when they
mm,
are activated the workflow, what will be happen? It will first it
mm,
will go directly to the lead consultant. Okay, they will get the email. Okay, so that you can see here there is a box SAP Business Workflow box it is there. Okay, so there you can
mm,
go and you can see that there is a inbox on box. So this is my inbox it is. Okay, my user ID, my inbox it is. Okay, so I can see that it is like what are the documents which is there and what is the workflow pending it is there, all it will be display here. Okay, so if it is, I can see that okay, there is some notification it is coming. So I can see that okay, with like you will get like this one. Okay, within the framework of invoice and system. So then they will be asking that do you want to be approve this one or do you want to reject this one and do you want to be hold on this one. So they will be have the messages. Then they will be click on that and it will be processed. Okay.
okay, okay, okay.
So this is the workflow will be work. This kind of the workflow it will be work. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Uh,
So this transaction code is SPWP.
SPWP.
Yeah. This,
No, actually, like, could you please go to the same tier?
okay. Okay.
And in this workflow will be there, right? Uh, So how to check that? Because we'll receive a flow of ticket that this workflow in this PR workflow is not triggering to the right person. It's going to a different person.
Huh. Correct. Correct.
Usually,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct. So if you
So,
configure the workflow, if you configure the
hmm,
workflow, there is some business workflow objects are there. Okay,
hmm,
so the technical team they will be the workflow consultant team will be separate team. Okay,
hmm,
sometimes what will happen there is a ABAPers also they will be work on workflow, but it's they might be not aware about that business workflow. So there will be separate business workflow team will be there. So they are checking that connectivity. Say so there are agents, agent IDs, and objects, and okay, business workflow links are there. So there
hmm.
they will be validating that whether there is any connection issue there or whether from our side whether we maintain properly the user ID or not. Okay. So everything they will check that. Okay. So when they are checking that, if anything which the connections and all, if it is failure, then they will check that okay, the event to connection which is a failure. So we are reactivating that event. So now it will be triggered. So like they will give the answers like that. Okay.
Okay. So,
So
could you show me that workflow overview, like how we will check that?
workflow we cannot check, right? The consultant,
No, left side, that option is there, right?
this one.
Above.
Okay, here
Yeah,
you're talking about. Okay, okay. This is
workflow
the,
overview.
yeah. Here we want to get if it is the, if you have the map, then only it will come.
Oh,
So workflow, it is
ma
mapped, then only it will come, or else it won't be come.
okay.
Okay.
So it's not,
Thereafter,
it's not that all the system will be mapped with workflow, or
yeah, yeah, correct. That's what, right? That's what workflow is a separate topic, right? If because
oh,
in my company, I don't want to separate workflow consultant. So because that workflow consultant is too expensive, so I can directly without that also I can go ahead, right? So
workflow is different, approval flow is different.
workflow is different. Then what is it next?
No. I thought that we are maintaining approval here, right? So automatically this approval we are saying as a workflow,
Mhm. No,
but
no, that's different
uh,
again. Again, different. The release approvals here, this configuration is different. This is functional
hmm.
side, and this functional side connecting to the workflow consultant, that is different again.
Oh, okay, sir.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
And you can
yeah.
see here there is options also. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, you can see here you can attach that document if you want to be attach something document. Okay. Dispatch
Hmm.
request you can attach also here. Okay.
Okay, got
This is
it.
for attachment. It is for attachment. Sometimes what will happen in some companies, they have the
Hmm.
designs. Okay? Like uh, some companies, like if it is the garments company, it is there. So they have the
Ah,
10 meters into 1 centimeter. That design will send that. Okay, so they are looking like this product which is requested from the this kind of the shape. Okay, now we imagine how it will be like it is visible like the display of the product, right? So like the designs and all in the manufacturing industry and the design industries and they can attach the product here, attach the file here. Okay.
okay. Can I take in this way, like if approval is some basic level of functionality,
Mhm,
but if if workflow is implemented, so
mhm.
they can use the workflow for approval in this via workflow console or mail.
Yeah, so
So,
if you activated the business workflow, okay, if you
hmm,
activate the business workflow, they don't
hmm.
have access for ME54N and ME55 because they are directly doing from the which I shown, right, SBWP, or we have the, some other standard
Okay,
code, Scott will be there. Okay, so here they will be mapped at which, okay, the basis consultant, they will be mapping that the internet, whether we need to send this information to outside of the mailbox. Okay, so as of now, what I showed that SPWP, that is
ah,
inside the SAP box, the mailbox. But might be if the client is asking that I don't want to be open every time the SAP is inbox. Okay, I
hmm,
just need to get a notification directly to my mailbox. Okay, in
hmm.
that case, we can use this the basis team. They will be configured like the mail will be triggering to the outside.
Okay, like use very simple approval flow, the workflow will be implemented. Okay,
Yeah,
got
correct.
it.
Okay, so that will go in the
Yeah.
your Gmail, official mail, whatever it is that they will be configured here. Okay,
Okay. And
so
what about in this default we have approval, right? Is there escalation like if some three after 7 days if it's not approved, we can in our flow we have this option. But even that approval flow we have this option.
no, no, not approval flow. It's workflow only. That is like a reminder. You saying that reminder, right?
Yeah, reminder. I'm
Uh,
saying workflow it's available, but only if the client is using approval
hmm.
flow, even this option is available for them, which you have created. Right?
In the workflow level, it is there, but not here. In the configuration level, we don't have from pilot.
Okay. That's my yeah.
Yes.
I am clear now.
Okay. Now,
You can.
so this cart is a completely basis consultant. Okay, basis
Hmm.
consultant, they will be allowing that the mail inbox and all. That's cart
Hmm.
and
Okay.
S4ST. Okay, there will be S4ST will be transaction code. There you can
Yeah.
see that the mail if it is going out. Okay, so if there is a configured for the mail IDs and that they configure like that. Okay, you can see here in the request here, whatever it is pending, which is not yet processed, and whatever it is already processed, all these things we can see here. So this is SOST. So in the real time, these are very important. SOST, SCOT, okay, SPWP. These are very very important.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you can see here, okay, you can see in the display also here the purchase orders, the output they are trying to send outside to the this
Hmm.
mail ID. Okay, so since the configuration which is not done for the COT, that's why it is in the still in the queue. It is still in the queue. Okay, so if
Okay.
I process manually also, okay, if I process manually by clicking on the immediately process. Okay, even that also it will give that, okay, maybe error message because still it is not mapped, right? So maybe it will give the error message. Okay, you can see the status as well, the red colors, some might be have the red colors and some might be have the yellow colors, okay, which is not at process. Okay, clear.
Yeah.
Any questions here? So this is the in the real time, this is a very important. Okay.
Yeah. Clear.
Okay. So this will, it's not only for the approvals also. We can run for the reports. We can run for the any other things as well. We can run. Okay, it's not only
Okay.
because daily if the user wants to see the report, so they want to get
Hmm.
a mail automatically the report. So on today, what are the purchasing documents which is created? What are the purchase orders which is created today on today? Okay.
Hmm.
So if they want to get that list, they can also configure like to triggering the mail. Okay.
Okay.
And
So
again,
here where they will configure like send mail. Yeah.
in the background jobs, you're creating report, right? You are creating report and you are processing the background job, right? Do you know
Yeah.
that
In
background job?
SM36.
Yeah, somebody
Yes.
you're
Sir.
processing background
Okay.
job, right? Once the
Yeah.
report was generated, okay, the automatically the mail will be triggering to the outside. Okay.
Hmm.
So you can see here there's somebody that plan to test that one. You can see that here. Okay, this is for the job testing background job. Okay, so whether it will be work or not, they tested here. Okay, you can see that. Okay, background job is generated, and you can see that what details it is there. There is some goods issue date, ship to date, route date, and this is transport management related rating. Okay, so that transportation management related data which they have triggered. Clear?
Yeah.
So any purpose we can use this workflow. It's not only for the approvals. It will be like triggering the reports, triggering that. Okay. Maybe you can generate that what customized reports which you did. All these things you can do it.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Sir,
So
sir, how can I go this path, sir?
what is the part?
This this screen, sir.
Screen transaction code SOST.
Okay, sir.
SOST. So there is a transaction code. Okay. This is the out of this purchase equation. Again, don't confuse that. Okay. So
Yeah.
SOST, okay, will be showed at queue pending to outside. Okay,
Okay.
and SCOT the configuration from basis team whether the mail ID should allow or not. Outside external mail ID configuration setup. Okay,
Okay.
then if you SPWP, that is for the user level inbox, SAP inbox. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so and from the workflow point of view, there are so many other transaction codes also it is there. Okay, we have so many like event management related we have. Okay, and again business workflow functionality level we have. Okay, so many other transaction codes are there from the business workflow level. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the mail address again. The mail address is depends on you. Maybe in the
Hmm.
purchasing group level, they have the mail IDs. Okay, and user level they have the mail IDs. Okay, so if that
Yeah.
this user has the okay, let's see this user. Okay, so this user it is configured in here they can configure the mail ID. Okay, if here it is not configured, then maybe they are configuring the somewhere the recipient.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Again, that is again we have the some other transaction codes also it is there. Okay. So there are some configure some other transaction codes which will be have the creating the distribution list and email IDs maintenance. Okay, so there are some other things which is there. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, then I think we'll stop then. Okay,
Yeah.
and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Okay.